Right, boat people, Lee Bexley Marine. I'm going to do a quick video while I've got these two together. Both two strokes. This is around a 96. This is a Yamaha. It's a 4, but the 5 is exactly the same. It's just a different block. This is a 6EO. The 5 would be a 6E3. This is a Tohatsu badged Mercury. This is a 5, 2-stroke again. Both have multi-tilt settings. The Tohatsu built Mercury is 21 kilos. This 4 is 20, but I guess if it was the 5, it'd only be 21, 22. This 4 is around 85 cc. If it was a 5, it'd be around the 110. This 5, I believe, is around the 110, so the cc is the same. A lot of the Mariners are Yamaha built. You can always tell if an engine's a Tohatsu or Yamaha built with the kill switch. Yamaha have this type here, the small button. Tohatsu have this type. So, you know, Tohatsu make engines for lots of other main companies. So do Yamaha supply engines and blocks. But from the 2, if this was a 5, which would be no different from this actual engine, I would prefer the Tohatsu all day. I get a lot of these Yamahas coming in for servicing and work. Look at the gearbox, for instance. It's a much smaller gearbox. It's just got the pin drive prop, which in a way is good because if you hit the prop you only break the pin, but you're limited with options to upgrade to props. Whereas a Tohatsu is a bit more meaty gearbox. The props on a spline shaft, and there's options for bigger pitching. So of the 2, personally, I prefer the Tohatsu. Right, I'll pop the hoods off here. Right, 5 HP Tohatsu, sold as a Mercury, 2005 this one. Like I say, I prefer this engine. There's a slightly bigger fuel tank, I think, not a lot. It looks like maybe half a litre more, I'd say, than the Yamaha. What I get with these Yamahas mainly is these carburettors and these fuel pumps. The fuel pump is very small, but it still has to do all the work. I mean, if someone's going to connect an external tank and they've got 5-6 foot of fuel line, it's a lot of work to put on this pump, and that's the main fault with these. And carburettor. Ball start is metal, where the Tohatsu is plastic. Tohatsu has a much beefier fuel pump. I have no issues with these. Carburettor seems a bit better as well. As I say, this is a 6E0, which is the 4-horse block. If this was a 5, it would say 6E3. It would only be slightly bigger block. Basically, you could say this is a 5 for the purpose of this video. A lot of issue I get with these, as well as these bushes and spaces here wearing, making the tiller arm loose. This one I've done, but you don't get that issue with the Tohatsu. The Tohatsu just feels, you know, it's a bit bigger. I prefer the sound of the Tohatsu. Mind you, don't forget I was running, this is a 4 that I was running, so I shall run them up for you as well. Let's look at the hoods. So slightly bigger hood. So if this was a 5, it'd be the Yamaha was a 5, it'd be the same hood. Maybe there's more padding in this one. Yeah, there's absolutely no soundproofing in this one, so you could quieten this down quite a lot. That's why this Mercury is quieter. It's padded. That's not hard. You can pad out your hood. let's run them up.